Alright guys, we're back here again. Andy with BearDetailing.com. Just wanted to go over a second video with you guys. If you're tuning in for the second time and you caught my first video on interior cleaning, I want to thank you so much for coming back and checking out the second video. All of these different products are so important to me, and it's taken me so long to really develop a great idea of what to use that's going to be the best for your car. And I just am so grateful for having you guys come back and join me on this next video. So let's break this down. Today we're going to be going over the wheels, wheel wells, and rims and tires. So basically I have a lot of different products and tools to use, and I'll share with you guys exactly what I'll be using to address those spots in your car. So first things first, there's a lot of different opinions on what to use. Again, I really love all P&S products, so I like to stick with them. But there's other products to use too that are just as good, or that I'm still experimenting with and learning some of the benefits for as well. So I'll go over the first one. This is P&S's Brake Buster. So this is basically your brake dust cleaner. It's going to break that all down and just make it so that when you get in there with your tire brush and your wheel brush, this is just going to remove all that brake dust from the inside of the rim, and it's just going to make it new again, basically. So it's going to break down any of that built-on, stuck like tar, and just stuff that accumulates. The wheel, they say, is the dirtiest part of the vehicle. So this vehicle, as you're driving through the streets, it's just accumulating all these natural elements of the earth, the concrete, any sort of like rocks and stuff like that. They kind of form a thick tar-like texture, and so you need something strong to break that down. So P&S's Brake Buster is definitely a wonder for that. And also, the other great product is just the general degreaser. So a great degreaser. This is going to be good for rubber, so great for the tire. And if you accidentally overspray some of this onto the wheels or the rim, like, it's okay, because essentially it's going to also break that stuff down too. But that Brake Buster in particular is for like brake dust and just things that accumulate in especially the front two tires. That's where it takes the most of that impact and the most of that braking. That's where the most of that goes down. So these are the two primary products that we'll use to definitely address those issues. And as you can tell, I buy the Brake Buster in bulk. It's a non-acid wheel cleaner, so it's definitely safe. It's not gonna eat into any sort of metal or anything like that, and it's still gonna do the trick as far as breaking everything down. So after that, you know, we make sure we scrub and get into all the trouble spots of the rims and get right in between every single spoke or whatever rim style you might have. And also there's like lug nuts in there too that hold the rim on. So this is gonna like get into all those little crevices and break that dust down and just make the rim look 100 times better. So definitely two of the primary brushes here for wheel cleaning. And then this is also great along with the degreaser for the wheel wells as well. So over the tire, below the fender. So this is where you would clean that section, because again, as you're driving, you're just accumulating all this dust going into those areas. And essentially you want them clean every once in a while. At least twice a year is recommended, and it's just definitely going to protect the integrity and longevity of your car. And also, you know, a detail really does boost the confidence a little bit too. I mean, to be driving around in a vehicle that's just been thoroughly cleaned and decontaminized, it just feels good and it looks good, and it also it creates a good impression if you're meeting somebody new for the first time. If they step into a brand new, fresh, detailed car, they're going to be stoked. Where if it's the opposite situation, right, you got like caked on, you know, cough syrup stain or Coke or soda pop of some kind, whatever, you know, you dropped some powder of some kind or whatever, it's definitely going to make an impression as well, and it's probably not going to be the same as, you know, the freshly detailed. So definitely wanted to share with you some of those tools. We follow at the end. I usually do this at the end. I don't really do this in the beginning or after or before I detail the inside. I do this at the end just because it's like that last little bit of pop that you can add and incorporate to a detail, and that is just the All Performance Tire Shine. And this just makes those tires pop. I mean, it glazes them with this beautiful material here, again by PNS. One of my all-time favorite product lines, and it took me a while to actually figure this out. I've tried a lot of different other products, but the PNS is really cool. This is a water soluble, so it's definitely it's not going to last as long as something that's maybe oil based, but definitely a really great product that does last. So this is applied just with a general what they call a tire applicator. So you would spray this with the tire shine, and you just follow that all the way around the black tire. You could even use this for white walls as well. It just gives it an incredible shine after it's been, of course, cleaned and scrubbed with this brush here and those other materials that I spoke about previously. This is just such a great product, and it definitely helps give that extra fresh bit of pop and shine to the car. So along with that, we also have a degreaser that I'm just experimenting with now. Purple Power is very common. Everybody's heard of it. It's something that you can get just about anywhere, and this is diluted 10-to-1, and honestly, they say just right on the box that it's great for tires, it's great for carpets, it's great for wheels. It just kind of depends on your application, and you can concentrate it even more for other stuff. So let's just say you got something that is just not breaking down and you're having issues. This is a 10-to-1 concentrate, so imagine if you concentrated it even more. And the 2.5-gallon jug here definitely gives you an idea of how to dilute it and for what purpose. So Purple Power is another one of my favorite degreasers that I've been working with now too, and it's just a great general purpose cleaner as well. So I would definitely highly recommend when you are getting your package to incorporate something with the wheels too, because that is essentially the dirtiest part of the car, and it's what causes the most mess on the car. So that's where the overspray, that's where like the bottom of your car, like all the way through to the back of the car, is getting its dirt and grittiness from, is basically that wheels and everything, the dust and the brakes that's causing it to just get all that kind of overspray into those areas. So that's where we come in and break all those things down when we're addressing the wheels. So great way to incorporate into a detail is doing the wheels. Like, you definitely don't want to wash a car without addressing the wheels. Like, that's definitely a very important part, and it's also going to preserve the car wash too. It's going to make it last longer. So thank you so much for watching, guys. This is so important to me. I'm so blessed that you guys have come and watched the second video, and this one's going to be on wheels and tires and wheel wells. The next video we're going to talk about is going to be exterior. So we're going to talk about the car wash and the waxing process next. So thank you so much. Andy with BearDetailing.com.